Hi Leo, my name is Chriselle at Psychic Envy and I'm here to do your November reading. We are going to be looking at the main vibe, what's going on in October. And then we're also going to look at your finances. And finally, at the last portion, we're going to do romance. I'm going to go ahead and read for those that are partnered, relationship, situationship, complicationship, and then I'll be reading for singles. So I want to thank you for your time, your energy, your effort for joining me. Again, if you do like this read, please do give me a thumbs up, like, share, comment, subscribe, all of that stuff. I would really appreciate those things. And without further ado, let's see what's going on for you, my dear Leo, for the month of November. I have a lot of ash on here. Okay, so we're using these cards right here. They're called Muse something. The Muse Tarot, okay, by Chris Ann, I guess. So, what is going on for the month of November for my Leos? In fact, let's get a little good juju going here. Yep. Let's be for Leos for their reading. Thank you, thank you. Then I wonder why I have ash all over my table. Yeah, okay. Sorry there, Leo. Let's do this. So, what is going on in the month of November for my Leos? Let's find out. Oh, nice. Awakening. We have an awakening going on. Look at this, and we have the devil reverse. Yay! I'm happy to see this. Okay. Now, one thing I do want to do, these are new cards to me, and I actually, the awakening card is one that I haven't really experienced too much. So I'm going to do us all a favor and not guess. You're welcome. But let's take a peek here. I hope I don't burn my cards, you guys. Look how close it is to the flame. That would really be bad, wouldn't it? I would super cry because, well, they're new and I'm not trying to have a fire going on here. All right, Leo, sorry about that. So the awakening, if you notice, it is the number 20, which reduces to a 2. I right away think all about personal power. Look how beautiful this is. I'm going to hang on to this and put it up close to the camera just for your view and pleasure. And it says, awakening to your divine nature, judgment, facing the music, ascension, accepting and forgiving your beautiful soul. Intrinsic expansion. Rising above the clouds, we find clarity in ourselves, in our past, in our own actions. The key to this judgment, this awakening, this reckoning of the heart and memory is to be able to dish out radical self-compassion and forgiveness. Wow. That's really intense, okay? Because let me tell you, I'm pretty darn hard on myself. So I'm sure that you guys are as well. So we have the awakening. Now, leave that here. We do have the devil here. For some, it could be Capricorn. But for others, this is going to really indicate having addictions, overeating, like somebody we know, maybe sleeping too much, eating too much, having too much sex, or not having enough alone time. It could be too much porn, too much attention from other people. It can even be trying to get too much approval. Yeah, because if you look, this devil right here has these, she controls things like a marionette. And so I feel like the grip is loosening on you. So if you've been feeling controlled, if you've been feeling any sort of way, any type of way, that's going to be loosening its grip on your life, on your mind. And that is a beautiful thing because you're awakening, elevating your game, and forming a judgment. So that's good, right? Now, I want to point out this awakening card is, again, the number 20 reduces to a 2, has all to do with your personal power. And take a look, her throat chakra is just beaming, like light is just being sent into her throat and heart area. And so I feel like this area is just healing with those truths, right? So what else is happening for dear Leo for the month of November? Let's find out. 7 of Emotions. So all of a sudden, you have a lot of offers on the table, a lot of openings. And look at the reoccurring pyramids, okay? So you could be ascending for real. Like your ascension can go in so many different directions that it can cause a little bit of confusion. You're like, wait, I'm getting clairaudient. Wait, I can see auras now. Wait, I can see through people easily. Wait, I'm detaching from the devil and I can control my own life. Wait, what's going on here? So there's a lot happening. Just be aware that sometimes it's nice to sit in a neutral position and not judge yourself or your surroundings one way or another. That way you're a little bit less swayed by things, right? So what else do we have for Leos for the month of November, please? Let's find out. 5 of Inspiration. Interesting. Right away, look at this card, and I don't know why, but I'm thinking the Kardashians right away. Well, maybe because they're all in white right now. Who knows? But we're talking about the wands here. And so this card naturally is falling right here by the reversed devil. And this can be like you finally deciding, you know what, I'm going to face whatever is controlling me and I'm going to fight back, whether it's a person or if you decide, you know what, I'm going to control the fact that I'm always asking for other people's opinions before I ask for my own damn opinion. I'm fighting back. No, I'm going to fight back into, you know what, I do whatever everybody else wants and not what I want to do. I'm starting to fight back. It's going to be those type of decisions. I'm going to fight back. You know what, this drug addiction has taken me, has sent me, has stolen years from my life or days from my life, whatever the case may be. I'm fighting back. So it really depends on what battle it is, but it has everything to do with you deciding to stand up in battle that loosens the grip that the devil has over you, okay? And that's good. So what else do we have for Leo for the month of November? Let's find out. I heard prismatic effect. Prisms might be important to you. The 10 of Inspiration. You could be feeling some type of way this month, that things are just exhausted, that you carry too much on your shoulders, too many burdens, too many things to do, that other people are not carrying their load perhaps within your home, within your job, whatever the case may be. It could be an opportunity to look around and decide, you know what, if this doesn't behoove me, if I'm not happy, if I'm feeling burdened and burnt out, what can I let go of? Because look at all this prismatic effect. I don't know why I'm calling it that, but it's echoing this top card here. So maybe you're going to start using your judgment to clean up things that don't bring you that color, that light, that joy into your life. What keeps you feeling oppressed and burdened is going to be put down because there's other people that can carry those burdens or share those burdens, okay? And then the 7 of Emotion is having a lot of choices and options for the month of November. And right next to it, as you see, we've got the 9 of Emotion. So it's going to be a time that you have a lot of choices and options and things. Fish are like, I'm like aquatic animals. I go really deep. That sounds so, I sound like a dingbat, but you know what I'm talking about. So, definitely this is going to reach a depth of emotion that is a little bit surprising here, okay? But you're going to have so many options that it's going to surprise you. And I think some of you guys are really connected to crystals because that almost looks like these are crystals dangling in the middle of the ocean. I have a genie lamp. So I feel like you could be manifesting what it is that you dream. And it could be that, Leo, potentially you don't have like any one big dream, like, ooh, I want this really big big thing, I don't know, a house or a relationship or whatever, but you're dreaming that maybe you want more peace, maybe you want to bring these options into the forefront to be able to work them. Okay, what I mean by that is, okay, well, if I have the option to go to Miami, if I have the option to go to I don't know, New York, then I want to pursue those things. I want to be able to do them. They bring me joy. And then I have another option. I can learn the cello, and somebody says that they can even, gift me their cello or trade it out or sell it for half the price. I don't know. Or barter. Whatever the case may be, right? You're going to apply this to your corner of the world. I'm not even thinking quarantine or anything that's going on in current affairs thus far. That is... unfortunately, that's something that each one of us have to kind of figure out for ourselves in the now. 9 of Emotions, a deep connection to water. You could be going to visit water. You could be starting a crystal collection. You could be taking a crystal class. You could be doing some Reiki, some healing with crystals, some even divination with crystals. Just getting in your creative flow. There's a lot happening. And I feel like, look at this. I feel like this is a trail where it came out of a genie bottle, but it's almost like a trail that Spirit's leading you to, okay? And then I have the Muse of Emotions right here. And guess what? Guess what? We're looking that one up too. Please hold. Thank you, dear Leo. So here we are, the Muse of Emotions. And the keywords for this one is compassion, joy, freedom to feel all the emotions as a way of self-discovery, transcendent state of bliss, meditation, inner calm and knowing, being in touch with your desires and balance, and peaceful emotions, avoiding moodiness. Come, tiny vessel of love, to the place where the water drops off and pours everything into the sweet shell of life. This message is of highest love. It resides where all the bits and pieces of your anger and sadness are brewed and alchemized into beautiful experiences for the soul. For they too are experiences to be cherished and learned from. Come meditatively, quietly, calmly, with everything you are. Leave nothing behind, for you will need it all in this space of mind. Mindful understanding. Steer clear of manipulation, moodiness, and come into the night on the sweet waves of kindness, for those are the waves that will push you past the riptide. They will float you to the sandbanks of connection and invite you to explore your inner world with the gentlest of compassion. Your task is simply to be true to your heart and accept the nature that is, as the healing waters of pure love are headed your way. Attend awareness of perception, reaction, emotion, empathetic and true, sensitive wisdom who crosses the sea. The subtle magic of now lies with you. I didn't know I was going to read that whole thing, but it was actually really cool. So that is really cool. That is just not even judging your bad parts or your bad chapters in your life. Being able to, for example, whatever has controlled you and whatnot will become a story later or serve a purpose to really help elevate you and lift other people up. That's how I see it anyways. So moving on, let us check your finances. That looks really deep and beautiful, by the way. So let's look at finances for the month of November. And the cards we will be using today are these. So, for Leo, the month of November. Did I say October? I apologize. I'm stuck on October. Okay. So what are Leo's finances? What do they look like for the month of November? Let's find out. An ending to something that has been tough, that has been troubling. Cutting through. Cutting through darkness. Maybe some of you guys have actually lost employment already. Some of you guys will experience a job loss. Some of you guys already are in the thick of that. But the good news is that you're coming to the other side. Yep, you're moving on. So whatever it is that you're doing currently, I feel like you're moving on. Some of you guys are actually getting an inheritance for someone that has passed away. And if that is so, I'm so sorry. That's just never, obviously, a good thing. Six of Swords is moving on to something. If this is a job that doesn't fit you, you're going to be moving on in the month of November. I almost said it again. Okay. For some of you, you guys are changing jobs in October. So November, I'm going to tell you, look at where this leads to. Okay, it's going to look like this. A big ending for your money. I'm taking what I've learned. I'm going to move somewhere where it's calmer. I'll take my experiences with me. Don't forget that your experiences, just like the little mini read we had just a moment ago, are invaluable. So whatever you've learned at this place, even if you get laid off or whatever, it doesn't matter. And the fact that all those experiences are going to really serve a major purpose if you take them properly. Okay, so you're going to be moving on from that to calmer waters, and you're going to be enjoying yourself, maybe having happy hour, reuniting with friends, people that can really help elevate you, take things higher. Some of you guys can be maybe taking a trip, a spiritual trip. I heard even the pyramids, so I don't know who that would be for, but maybe one or two of you might be exploring the pyramids, and here is another trip. So I feel like quite a bit of movement. It's almost like this loss or this change. You might just walk out of a job, blow out of a job, decide I don't want this anymore, the heck with this, and you decide to free yourself up, because I have a ton. This one like slid out of the deck on the floor, and I just picked it up. And so I feel like you have a lot of options, and you're going to be looking at, wow, I have so many options. Let me put that here. I don't want it to get burned. I've got so many options. What do I do? Do I go visit this person? Do I go that person? Do I accept this job offer? Whatever the case may be. But look, dear Leo, you have the sun. You cannot mess this up. You cannot lose out. Do not be afraid. All right. So when that happens, if you have a major transition in your job, it is only happening once again for you to get you out of this garbage stagnation that you've been involved in. Sometimes we just stick with something because it's easier than letting go and facing that we maybe have too many choices or we don't know what to pick, right? So the tried and true could be something that keeps you stuck. Now I'm going to say that for those of you who love crystals, citrine is going to be really helpful. Sunflowers, if you can find them in your corner, your neck of the woods, having some really beautiful sheets can really ease a lot of pain and distress. Just being able to relax, but you're getting your freedom. And so you are meant to be free. You're not meant to feel enslaved or slave or captured or used or stifled or burdened. That is not your life that spirit wants for you. And so you're going to have a lot more options here opening up to you, and you're going to feel that relief and that freedom. And it's going to make you have this clarity that you haven't had in a long time. Okay, how this relates to finances again is that you're going to choose a new path on how to make money, and it's going to come. Money is coming, baby, so don't you worry, don't you stress. Stay in the positive, doing your affirmations daily, envisioning it. For some reason I suck at that. I don't know why you would think I'd be good at it, but I'm not. So stay in your power and envision that money coming to you, and try to relax. Okay, you've got the King of Swords, so maybe this person is going to be the one to help give you a really good job offer or something that you cannot resist. I feel like also you might be getting, for some of you, another offer from something that you don't want. It's almost like a test. Like, this is a test. Are you done with the devil? No? Oh, then sign up with the devil one more time. Don't do it. Okay, it's going to enslave and capture you again. Maybe it was a job. I mean, once upon a time I worked at corporate America. And I managed a couple of stores, and I was an optician, and it just made me feel trapped. Like I couldn't do anything. Like that was my life. And I don't want that anymore. I don't want the desk job, the desk life. So it would be like if I got that offer again, okay? So you could always say no. You have a lot of options. Keep your eyes open and keep optimistic, okay? Then we have the Four of Wands. Your home is not in danger. Things are going to go well. Don't be freaking out like, how am I going to pay my bills? And I totally get that, but try to have a breathing session even. But you've got the Four of Wands, maybe setting up a new home. Maybe you're going to be moving. houses and going to new home. And the Ten of Cups, being really happy about it, feeling liberated. Your family will be happy, even if your family is like just a little dog or a hamster or whatever, or if you have actually children and all of that stuff, everyone is going to be happy. I feel like you're going to be able to get a lot of fresh air there. It's the change of pace, change of scenery, and in some ways a lot more simplified, but it's going to be more harmonious with your heart glow. Is that a thing? It is now. You're welcome. So that's what I have with finances. I think maybe a little bit bumpy. But then immediately with this right here, you're going to be getting job offers left and right, money making ideas. So it just depends on what you choose to put your energy into, right? So you're okay. You've made it this far, and I know you're going to make it further. You're totally okay. So don't be psyched out by that. Do people still say that? I feel like they don't, but you're welcome. All right, so let's do romance. The next thing we're going to do is love. Let's find out a little bit about love. What deck shall we use? Of course, the Muerte deck. Just kidding. We're going to use these guys, the Santa Muerte deck, just because they're here. And let's get some messages for, oh my goodness, pardon me, for our coupled Leos. For those of you that are in a partnership, situationship, relationship, before I forget, if you could please like, share, comment, subscribe. Do leave me a little message and let me know how things turned out for you for the month of November. If anything resonated, I'm really interested. Also, do leave me a message if there's anything you'd like to see me do. I would love to take that on as well. So, yeah, here we are. Here we are. Oh my goodness. Okay. So I'm going to put this back in the deck and I'm going to shuffle again because I wasn't focused on y'all. But I am now. So couples for the month of November. What is going on with our coupled Leos in a situationship, relationship? Let's find out. I have a ton of cards. You guys have a lot going on. Page of Cups. All right. So I have the Page of Cups here. This could be somebody offering you little tidbits. Now, if you notice, she's got this like goblet, is that how you call it? Anyways, it's a beautiful glass. I forget what it's called. Is it a goblet? Am I pronouncing it right? Who knows? But if you notice, instead of having like a real spoon or something like that, it's like she has a skeleton spoon. And so all of it is just dripping down. You could be offered little drops of emotion from your significant other, meaning that they're not really giving you a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of like emotion like you want. You want them to be like, babe, I can't believe you just like showered and you smell so good, or I don't know, silly stuff like that. But we want things that are emotionally gratifying, like, gosh, baby, you know, I can't believe you did my laundry and folded it, and I know that you've been doing it for the past 25 years and I've never thanked you, but I want to thank you so much because I never realized how much it took to do this, and I want you to know that I see you. Okay, anything like that. Now this is for our partner, and I feel like some of you guys are a little bit, I heard, starving for affection from your significant other, and they're a little bit like in the mode of being, what is that word, stingy. Okay, now I just had a card fly out. So they're stingy with their emotions at this point in time, and I don't know if this Judgment just leapt out, but it flipped reverse. Okay, so I feel like you're kind of like, you see it for what it is, but you're not really making a sane judgment about it. You're like, well, that's how they are, that's who they are. That's, no, dear Leo, it may be that that's how they are, but you know what, they're partnered. I don't care if you've been married for 5,000 years, you're partnered. And so if they come with you with this energy, it's okay to ask, well, may I have more? Okay, sorry. But yeah, it's okay to ask for more. It's okay to be like, you know what, can you be a little bit more affectionate? I'm just kind of needing that. Can you just look me in the eyes when you ask me to pass the salt? I don't know what your situation is, or, you know, can you take me by the hand and show me that you want me, or that you have romantic thoughts, or that you get excited about the thought of coming home to me, or whatever the case may be. So I feel like you're not making yourself clear, or someone in their relationship might not be really expressing that to their fullest. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Moving on. And you could be judged. Oh my goodness, how'd that fling out? Okay, well, here we are. I could be feeling like you're not being judged fairly also. Like if you ask, you're like, hey, can I get a little bit of attention, a little bit more affection? Can I get a foot rub, a back rub, or something? You know, I feel like your partner might be focused too much on money, on finances, on, good grief, and my ring's flying off. I did a private reading. I noticed my ring flew off too. But they could be like, you know what, I'm focused on the commitment. I am focused on the commitment. I'm focused on, look, I'm committed to you. You've got the ring, or you've got the promise, or we live together. What more do you want? I'm focused on making that coin, keeping that coin, making sure that we are, you know, doing well together as a family, that we're cohesive, even if it's just two of you, whatever the case may be. But they could be on and off, just focusing on making that dime, and it could be affecting you. Maybe they're traveling, and or just, you know, burning the midnight oil and focusing too much on that. I'm gonna hopefully, I don't know what's wrong with this. Hopefully you guys cannot hear this, but I suspect you can. I don't know what's going on with my microphone. Hopefully you are listening and hearing me well. Okay, so what else is going on for those that are coupled Leos, please? What's going on with our coupled Leos? Relationship, situationship, complicationship. Let's find out. The Wheel of Fortune. So things are going to get better, and you know that everything ebbs and flows, and with time it will improve. And with time, you know, everything goes on a down cycle, so you just kind of have to ride that little wave and know that it will be on an upswing shortly, but don't feel afraid to express your needs, people. Yeah, because I feel like your partner could be a little bit too dogmatic, or you could be a little bit too dogmatic and thinking, you know, do you think this is easy? I work for the family and I come home and then you want me to be like, oh, you smell good, your hair looks good, you know. I don't know what the case may be, but you know, we Leos like thrive on compliments, and we need that. We just do. I feel like we need that. Your advice is to express yourself, but keep your balance, and don't allow this person's preoccupation or defense mechanism to waylay you. Okay, just stand your ground and express yourself, and be clear about what you need, because some of us have a problem vocalizing those things. So that's what I have for my partnered friends that are Leos for the month of November. So what do we have for our singles? Single Leos, come on down. I feel like I'm at the crap table because I'm a single Leo, and I'm just like, psh, what's it bringing? Okay. For the month of November, singles for the month of November. By the way, I want to thank you so much for watching, and I want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving if that's something that you do celebrate, okay? So for the month of November, for our singles, what's going on? Let's find out. Nine of Pentacles. What? Bring me that dollar. Wait, is it 6 or is it 9? That's so funny. And I'm trying to verify here. It looks like it's a 6. 6 of Pentacles. I don't like that one. Never mind. Okay. So I'm telling you what's going on. I'm going to tell you what's going on. Verifying the number. Yeah. So when you hold it this way. Wait. So when you hold it this way. That's not helping. We're going to use all these cards, by the way. Sideways on the bottom is a 6. Okay, how sad that I had to verify it that way, but I want to make sure I didn't mess it up. So the clock does say 6. So, okay, singles. Let me just tell you, this is a situation where you could be getting breadcrumb, or you could be breadcrumbing other people. I can't pick up these cards to save my life. That's kind of funny in itself, right? But I'm going to say that if you're looking for like a long-term commitment, or somebody that is going to be true, or a possibility of a good balanced give and take relationship, this is potentially somebody who can give and take. But I feel more than not, for most of us, it's going to be somebody that gives and takes with different partners. If you're okay with it, I'm okay with it. Fair warning. You want clarity. You're going to want clarity on this person, these people. And you have the Two of Wands. You're going to make a choice. And you're going to make it based on your root chakra. What you want is what you want. What makes you feel like you're having a glow up in your life. That's how it should feel. And if it doesn't, you're going to cut it out. I don't think you're going to be a pushover at all. With the Two of Wands, this is standing at crossroads, but you're going to choose the one that makes you feel the safest, the one that makes you feel like there's no fear here, I'm safe and things are good. If they give you any inkling, this person or these people, you're out of there. I don't think you're going to mess around with that, but you know, who knows, you could. Why is the Six of Pentacles here? I got all excited only to be like, wah, 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 not excited. For my singles for the month of November, let's find out. Okay, the Three of Pentacles, yeah. That kind of seals it for me. This is people who are watering. If you notice, it's like I've got three heads here. They're watering more than just you. And so this person is giving to many other people. I would be really cautious on that. Obviously, if you just started dating, that's one thing. But you want that clarity before you decide you're going to take it to the next level or whatever. Okay. So why is the Ace of Swords here for our singles for the month of November? King of Cups. You could be all romantic, all in your DMs. In fact, I just got a message and I'm like, I feel like you're one of those. Page of Swords. You're going to do your homework. You are going to do your own investigating. You're not going to hold out for what this person just says, because their behavior, watch your behavior, and what their actions have to match our words. We know that. We're smart, Leo. But sometimes we could get taken in by somebody who's a Don Juan presence, who's like, oh, Leo, you're so beautiful. Your hair's so pretty. Your eyes are so gorgeous. Or whatever the case may be that they're trying to romance you with. So you want to be careful that you're not taken in by that energy. Things are going to improve in your love life. You've got the Page of Swords right here. I want to push that here. And pardon me, but I had two, I had two cards that just like flew literally under the table. Check this out. So then you have a Two of Pentacles here. This is about seeing eye to eye, being willing to look at each other and balance each other's energies. So or this could be you juggling two different people. There's an Emperor who is like super authoritative. They want things their way. So this can go many different ways. I feel like there's a lot of different players. One that's super romantic, but you want to be careful they're not just trying to get in your pants. I said it, yeah. The Two of Pentacles are already whining and dining and, you know, wedding somebody else. So that could be a dangerous thing. You have to really get that clarity, and you're smart enough to do it. Just make sure that their vibe matches with what they say. Okay, so if you get an inkling with a High Priestess, you're not going to do it. And that was the High Priestess for all Leos, okay? They could want things their way and be really demanding, but, you know, express yourself and see where it goes. If that's something that you want to do. Two of Pentacles can seem really deep and really solid. You just want to be careful that they're not just juggling other people and including you in a mess, because who wants that, right? But otherwise, this could be somebody really focused on school or work and focused on you. So follow your gut. I'm going to say that. Singles for the month of November. What else do we have, please? Final message. The Four of Swords. So you might be taking a little breaky break, a little vacation. You want to nail this energy, this I'm giving to many different people, into a coffin. This, like, a little bit of a player is the word. Oh my God, why was that so hard? This player vibe, player mentality, you want to put the final nail in the coffin there and be done with that. I don't think you're going to mess with this. I don't feel like you're also going to mess with anyone who tries to control you or their relationship per se. I think that you're very strong-minded and you're coming into your own, and you're not making exceptions for people that aren't a vibrational match for you. And I think that it's going to be easier than what you think to say no and to move on. You are looking for security, and I think that other people coming towards you just to romance you, to get in your pants, or to have a multitude, plethora, like a little harem or whatever, doesn't make you feel secure, so you're not doing it. That's kind of what I feel. I think that you're just going to weed them out quickly, and move on with your battle. So yeah, that's what I'm getting for you. Anything else for my singles, please? So we get the Santa Muerte. We're going to put an end to old cycles. I get a lot of you guys are putting an end to old cycles, and you're birthing something totally new. You're not going to be attracting this kind of caliber person anymore. The kind that gives to every Tom, Dick, and Harry, every Jane, Mary, and Larry. I don't know. You're going to start attracting someone who is a vibrational match, who understands you, who will listen when you speak your truth, and who will also help you be in a creative mode as well. And what I mean by that is that, you know, creating a life together, creating something on the creative plane together, a lot of solar plexus energy. They could have the same dreams. They could be maybe into painting or yoga or sports or whatever the case may be. But whatever it is, you're going to start attracting new energy, and you are going to feel, I mean, she's steepling her hand. You know, when we do the whole body language thing, you steeple your hands. You are putting yourself out there that you're the authority of this. And indeed, dear Leo, you are, because you've seen a lot of scallywags in your time, and so you're not doing it anymore. The end is the end for you. You're not doing that anymore. So you have nothing but new beginnings, and I personally can't wait. Oh my goodness. I just can't wait. I'm going to leave you with this card, okay? I've got the Four of Wands. This is about taking a break, taking a mini vacation, staycation. Look at how on the top of her mind is just, you know what, whatever makes me feel good. I'm going to rest a bit and chill out and do me, what I love, picking flowers, growing flowers, maybe making unique vases, maybe making my own clothes, making my own hats, whatever the case may be. Four of Wands is just really taking care of me, taking care of my home, and having my priorities straight so that when the right person does come through, I'm available, and I'm going to scrutinize your ass and make sure that you're not one of them that waste my time. So that's what I have for you. Again, much love to you, and I will see you at the next reading. Thank you. Namaste.